This is a piece of shit.
Bye-bye, drift car.
Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Ryan. I live here in Eugene, Oregon, and I figured there's not really any content creators around here, so why not try to start and be one? Today, this clapper, I'm parting it out. So I'm going to start completely from scratch. We're going to go pick up a new car today. We're going to go grab my wallet out of this car, and then we'll get the cold start video in the truck. Alright guys, we're about 45 minutes from our destination. Everything's going pretty good. We're just stopping here at Carl's Jr. for some grub. But we got the truck, got the trailer, everything's on schedule. I don't believe I've told you what vehicle we're picking up yet, so if you have any guesses, let me know. I'll give you a solid hint. It's already manual, it already has drift parts, and it has a bad motor, but I have the motor sitting in my garage. It is a 2JZ. I'm not going to tell you which variant of 2J it is. If you have any guesses, go ahead, leave some down in the comments. Let's see who's right. But yeah, everything's going to plan so far. Let's get back to the road. Alright, here's the car. She's a little honky, but like I said, we have a motor for it. It's a little fast, but it'll be good, trust. Alright guys, we are back home. As you can see, we got the clapper with us. Truck did really good. Not a single issue other than the starter did fall out. Got this thing back home. Gonna start tearing it apart tomorrow probably. Alright, so right now I'm just stripping the rest of this car. There's not much left. I'm just taking things like the mirrors. I mean, I still gotta get the hydro, the quick release. Angle kit. Rear subframe fully reinforced. I'm getting that too. Corner glass, a couple other little things. All this is already pulled, so just take that off. But I'm gonna finish stripping this, and then I'm gonna unload the IS. That way I could throw the IS in here, right here, and I could get to work on it. Over here, right here is my 2J. So should hopefully be going in by the end of the month, and the car should be running. So
first start after the purchase. Ooh.
all right guys, we got the piece of shit loaded on the trailer. Still got to pull the rear subframe and then all the front suspension, but everything else is off. This taillight's destroyed, or else I would have pulled it, but smashed a wall right there. Time to pull this knocking thing in.
You look real sus. That big fat booty.
Yo, what?
Right?
What'd you say?
I said he looks real sus with that big fat booty.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Right here, this baby purr.
Yeah, let's call it that.
Keep her, keep her, keep her. Out with the old and with the new.
Actually, it wasn't too bad. That's where she's gonna sit for the next like month minimum.
Minimum. Nuts already falling off of it.
Yeah, it's a push pin. That's good. Push your pin.
Yo!
All right, now that it is daytime and the car is in the garage, I'm gonna give you a little walk around. Some fiberglass bumper, we're gonna be taking that off for sure. Tinted taillights are coming off. These wheels are coming off. Woo! I did get black interior. I'm not sure if they all come black, but that's pretty cool. There's a bullet hole here. Like, what? Don't mind that. Car is manual, even though it was manual swapped. It's not a factory man. I don't know much about ISs, but I mean, it's not bad. She definitely needs some cosmetic love. What? Like, I don't even know what's all over this thing. Definitely needs a little bit of cosmetic love. Just a kit and some paint. It'll be good. I still have to pull the... Whoa. Anyway, I'm gonna pull this off, go scrap this car, and then I'm gonna order all the gaskets for this 2J. It is 4 days later. This is my progress. I have the car up on jacks, and I have the hood off. That is all I've done. All I have to do is pull this motor and throw that motor in here. But I'm too lazy. That doesn't seem like a good time right now. Yeah. So I'm gonna bust as much out tonight as I can. Probably just gonna end up like disconnecting the drive shaft and draining all the fluids and then calling it. But it is currently Thursday. What time is it? It is 6:30. I just got off work. So I'm gonna try to knock some out because I want to have this car running by the end of the month. There's a track near me opening up the end of the month. So need to have this car ready. I'm not too worried about a kit. I'll just rock it like this. Maybe pick up a cheap kit off Marketplace. The only goal, 1 month, get the car running. Over here, as you can see, I'm missing quite a bit of stuff. So luckily we have one here. So what I don't have on that motor, I'm gonna steal from that motor. I'm gonna get to knocking it out. I got the car jacked up pretty high. Should be able to squeeze down in there, no problem. I'm gonna try to knock this out and then I'll update you guys with what I've done. Oh, it's about 20 minutes later. I got the harness half pulled. I'm draining coolant and then I'm gonna probably just rip the fuel rail off. Probably just rip the injectors off with the manifold. I got a big drain pan down here. Oh yeah, we're draining coolant right now. But I got a big drain pan down there. It'll catch most of the gas, the rest of it, whatever, it'll evaporate. This car won't be running for at least another week, minimum. I'm gonna let this coolant finish draining. I just shove oh, I guess I could have opened this. That probably would have helped. Or not, jeez. Okay, well, try to figure out how to get that off, but I'm gonna get back to it and then update you next updatable time. All right, next update, not a very good one. It's been about 2 or 3 days. I've just been lacking motivation, but I'm here. My goal is to get this motor out tonight. I'm sick of just not doing anything, so I'm gonna push myself to get it out tonight. I already took this section of the intake manifold off, radiators out. I was kind of just like locked in, focused on doing this. Didn't really think about picking up to record anything, but I'm gonna keep getting at it and pick up the camera probably when it's time to pull the motor. All right, it is now 3 hours later. I have the motor pulled. Let me show you. So no more motor. I pulled just motor, left trans, just because the radiator support on these cars you would have to cut out, so I couldn't just pull both straight out. So I figured it'd be easier just do the motor, pull it, or I had to go up to clear that motor mount. I guess I could have unbolted it like I did that one, and I wouldn't have had to go up so far, but I went up, pulled it forward just a little bit, and then back up, and then all the way out. It was super simple. Other than this bolt right here, that one was near impossible, but we got that off. Tomorrow, I'm going to do the valve cover gaskets on this. Also do oil pan gasket. That was leaking pretty bad. Other than that, I mean, I'm gonna have to get new hoses, oil change, new coolant, but all pretty simple stuff. Right here, where it would go to, I assume, the transmission harness, it was just cut. It is a manual swapped auto car, so maybe that's why, but I don't know. is300 people, let me know in the comments. Anyway, it is bedtime. It is Friday. I have work tomorrow. Yeah, I have work on a Saturday. That sucks, but I'm gonna get some shut-eye, hit work tomorrow, and then come home and get active on this. My goal is to have it in and running by the end of the month, which is 15 days. So I think we got plenty of time, but we'll see. Hopefully I make it to the event. How's it going? Super lacking motivation lately. It's been 2 days since I pulled the motor. Today, doing the first thing, as you can see, we're missing a motor back there. I got the motor on that engine stand back here. I'm just cleaning it. About to pull the oil pan and then reseal it, because it was pretty gunky. I just drained all the oil, but yeah, it's pretty clean now. Could definitely be a little better. I'm gonna pull the oil pan, reseal it. Then I'm gonna pull the valve covers, reseal them, and then I'm just gonna throw it in. So we're gonna pray that this motor is good. The guy I bought it from, he said it was a good motor out of a is300, ran fine. He said he did a 1J swap, so that's why he got rid of this one, but I don't know. Oil looked good. Once I take the oil pan off, I'm gonna look in there, see if there's anything. Same with the valve covers, and if not, we should hopefully be good. Obviously, there's other stuff that could be wrong with it, but those two are really the main two. Yeah, I'm gonna finish cleaning it. Gonna do the oil pan gasket, valve covers, and then once I'm done with that, I'll update you guys. And then we're just gonna be throwing it in. Oh,
That is a lot. Maybe we should turn it more upside down.
ready for the reveal?
Oh.
Looks fine to me.
Bro, that's all.
Jesus. Alright guys, as you saw in the last clip, we got the lower oil pan off. I was gonna do lower and upper, but the upper isn't really leaking, although there's quite a bit hanging out. It's not leaking, so I'm not gonna do it. Everything in here looks fine. Pickup had a little bit RTV, but nothing too major. So it should be good. We're just gonna clean up the lower and throw it back on. What we got going on in here? Got the oil pan cleaned up.
We got the dirt. I'm almost done, but there's hella RTV on these, so I just chased them all. Look freaking brand new, man. Not really, but they look a lot better than before.
Yeah. Looking good, looking good. All right. So, as you saw, we got the oil pan put on. So yeah, I cleaned it, put it on. New gasket. Perfect seepage. Okay. Maybe not perfect, but a lot better than it was before. Got it put on, got it all tacky, and then I torqued it. Torque spec was 7 Newton meters, or 10 pounds. I had a torque wrench that actually did Newton meters, so torqued it down to Newton meters, and lower side is all set. Now I'm gonna flip it back upside down. Actually, I'll probably let it sit like this for another like 20 minutes. Just let it cure a little bit more. And then I'm gonna flip it over and do the valve cover gaskets. All right, we got the oil pan all sealed up. That is ready to go. We just pulled off both the valve covers. Both exhaust and intake side look good. Now we're just gonna clean up the mating surfaces and then throw the new valve cover gaskets on, and then basically just throw it in and pray it runs good. Just pray. All right, so bit of progress here. Or not that much progress. I had to go to the store, get some brake clean, but got these cleaned off enough. The brake clean was kind of stripping the paint, so went a little light. I'm gonna be throwing on the engine harness and then the intake manifold, and then, oh, also the clutch. I have to go pull the clutch off the other motor, so I'm gonna go do that. Oh yeah, one more thing. I don't believe we filmed this, but we did verify timing. Line up this mark here, and this mark here. So that should be solid. What's up? I'm not sure the last update we filmed, but I got everything on, got the harness on, even the little cam cover. Throwing it in now. Probably just gonna set it in there and then put the motor mounts on and then deal with bell housing tomorrow because it's getting pretty late. I got work in like 8 hours, so I'm just gonna set this in here, and then if I end up doing anything more, I'll let you guys know, but wish me luck. One-man job. Flashlight is on. I guess it's dark. I completely forgot to do clutch and flywheels, so I just did that. I took this flathead and just shoved it in here, and it made it not spin, so I was able to torque everything down. Now that that's on, I'm gonna drop it in here. Now that we're done moving that loud thing, it is currently midnight. 2J is up in there. I got work in 6 hours, but 2J's in here. Motor mounts are connected. Bell housing is half connected. I got like 3 or 4 bolts in there just to hold it up for tonight. I just got to get that power steering up, plug in the ECU, which will take like 5 seconds. Headers on, oil and then coolant, and yeah, that's it. Time to close it up for tonight. That is in. I'm hyped. See you guys tomorrow. Okay, so we fixed the no crank issue. Then we had a no crank, no start issue. And if my calculations are correct, we should have a start now. If not, I'm gonna have to keep doing some digging, but we should be able to start. Well, it started. Well, my calculations were correct. It did start.
What was it?
It was something very stupid.
What?
So, before I knew I had 1 plug missing at least, but I had 2. That's because the guy didn't have the crank position sensor in. So, that's supposed to go down there somehow. But yeah, I grabbed it out of the other motor, put it in this one, and she fired right up.
And like die.
It's basically open header right now.
I don't really care.
But
I just want to hear it run.
it started.
Why is it smoking, bro? Is it literally leaking from the exhaust? Did you tighten them all right? But why would it still be smoking though?
I don't know. It could just be burning off, like, is it hot?
Yeah, already. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's probably burning off my greasy fingers. I should have cleaned it.
Bro, what the fuck? There's no way.
It's good though, it started. One step closer, one step closer. Making the clapped unclapped. All right, as you can see, the car is on the ground and the other way. I took it on the first drive just because it's misfiring really bad, but it won't pull any codes. It's just pulling transmission codes. So took it on a drive and saw that there was a big spark issue in the live data on the code reader. I just did spark plugs. So I have to do spark plug wires next. Hopefully that fixes it. She's running good. Went through my coilovers and they're at max high. So I gotta get new coilovers, but they're like $200. They feel like I slid in the whole car, like felt like it's gonna roll over like a fucking truck. All right, as you guys saw in the last clip, the car was running pretty good. That last clip was indeed a little hint towards the next video. I'm gonna start doing this thing where at the end of my videos, I put in a little clip, a little mini clip from the next video as a little incentive to come back. So I appreciate you guys for watching this video. I'm gonna leave in that clip here, but I will see you in the next one. So peace out.